Horror gaming's star is back. Chris Redfield returns.
The long-awaited Resident Evil 5 finally hit store shelves.
Capcom Gang is back with the 5th installment of our old friend Resident Evil, but this time the marketing team is releasing the game in a totally new way, viral style.
Working on the Resident Evil campaign was a great experience, not only for myself but for the agency, to work on such a huge product that so many fans around the world hold dearly.
Resident Evil, we had a client who came to the table with really lofty goals.
One of our main strategies was to arm the core with content.
How do we empower that fan base, activate them, get them to do a little bit of the work of our marketing for us, to go out and get more of the casual market involved by their fanaticism for the brand.
We created these viral videos, which was really the basis for our strategy of getting the hardcore to share this content. So we had to make sure that the content was very compelling content.
I said to Mike Webster, we're going to bring you the Steven Spielberg of this genre, and we brought it with Marcus and Spell.
And what attracted a feature film director to Resident Evil 5's mysterious viral project?
I gravitate towards stuff where I can do something that's dark. And that's why I chose scary movies, when I did my first feature films. I didn't want it to look like a commercial. And that was sort of the idea, that we go in and we can do a lot of that crazy handheld stuff.
If you have yet to check out these short films, go to the RE website.
And I swear, if you follow these viral videos, you will be able to get all of the tidbits before any of the other folks that get the inside skinning. It was all about getting the community to share and putting in a system where we would actually reward people.
They see something cool online, they send it to their friends. Well, let's make it easier for them. Here, click this button and you can send it to all your friends. Reward them for doing that. Let's give them something extra that they wouldn't have gotten before.
Things like wallpapers and screenshots and dev diaries were only unlockable on our site. The core fans that are motivated by that exclusive content would share off of our site and reap those benefits.
The first viral video went live, I believe it was December 5th, and within hours, 40,000 people had already seen the thing. Everyone's digging it, they're sharing it with their friends, there's long threads. This thing hits the internet and 40,000 people are on it in an hour and a half, 2 hours. Incredible.
We were able to really support the viral activities, the community activities with our media department in-house. Things like hiring street teams to do the Kajuju Scribble, which was the main branding element in Europe.
We targeted cities like Barcelona, Rome, London, Frankfurt.
RE5 was a massive global viral marketing effort. We also did wild postings in New York, LA, San Francisco, Chicago.
In order to push the limits and try and seed the messaging before the mainstream campaign started.
We planned, executed, and built all assets for the CES event that happened at Planet Hollywood. They had 2 towers that were perpendicularly attached to the main tower, so you could have co-op gameplay presented on a 70-foot tall by 110-foot wide screen.
It was amazing to see, and it created a huge amount of buzz at just the right time.
We were soup to nuts as their agency for this brand. We created the box art, both front and back, inside and out, both the main SKU and the collector's edition. Spread ads and single page ads, all the banner, flash ads, expandable rich media. All of the web online presence for Resident Evil 5 was done in-house as well. That's the main site and the Kajuju site, which was the community site. All of the viral elements that went into those sites. The unlockable exclusive assets were created in the shop. Television spots we did for the game as well. We did 60s, we did 30s, 15s.
While the creative side of what Ayzenberg does is very much their strong suit, and visually everything that they put out is very stunning. There's something behind the scenes that's even more relevant maybe to someone like me, and that is how are we benchmarking or establishing metrics for what those assets are supposed to do.
We were able to gauge results almost in real time, and we could see how the Resident Evil core fans were really engaging with our campaign and driving huge pass-along numbers and viral numbers that we were able to share with the client.
With Vinny's group, I was able to get instant feedback as to how that was being received. The Kajuju site allowed us to basically determine very quickly, are people sharing this content? Is what we wanted this site to represent, is that what it represents? Is it doing its job?
I mean, the numbers kind of speak for themselves.
There's no better validation than sales, and the campaign succeeded far beyond expectations.
Resident Evil 5 is the #1 game in the world with millions of copies being sold.
And there was a series of threads talking about the Kajuju site itself and how innovative it was and how much Capcom thought of their fans to put together such a campaign.
We gave everyone the freedom to bring their own creativity to the project, and it elevated the whole thing to an amazing level.
It's not just the same old, do your print campaign, do your online campaign, create your TV spot, call it a day. We're finally doing something different.